Hi, I'm Sandra, the creator at Sing, Play, Create. This is Music Class Teaching Tips. We're going to focus our learning on singing, dynamics, beat, rhythm, movement. Let's get started. When I teach a music lesson, I don't do the song for the whole lesson. I think that would just be too hard on the younger ones. They need a lot of diversity of activities during a music class. And so I would have a couple other things up my sleeve to do with them. And one of those activities is doing some body percussion. And I have some Valentine's Day body percussion activities that are available to you. But you could do a body percussion activity where students are creating patterns using 4 different actions. So to just keep it simple, we might use clap, pat, snap, and stomp as the 4 actions. Now I would have some patterns. We can always start easily with 4 beats of 1 action. And what I can do is turn this into a game. So at first, I'll just have them all do clap, 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 4 beats, and I might repeat it. This is where I would bring a student up or 2 students up, and I would have them be the leaders, and I would either play the piano, the keyboard, or just a steady beat drum and say, you're the leaders. I want you to do clapping, and we're going to repeat clapping 4 sets of 4. So it's 16 beats. But just have them go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. And you could just play any music at the tempo that you want to. That's why I like to control it with the piano or a steady beat drum for this activity. You could have music tracks that you know are different tempos, so you make sure you're not rushing everyone. And then we would do the same thing with the second action, which would be pat, and then snap, and then stomp. And I would repeat each of those 4 patterns of 4. Then I would ask the students in the front to be the leaders of teams. And we would divide the teams in half, just split the class in half quickly. And I would have them do patterns of those actions and just have them take turns, but I would have them keep score, and I would have them trade leaders. I'd turn this into a very interactive experience for them where I'm just walking around. That's why I like the hand drum to play during that part of the activity. And we'll just say, okay, it's going to be clap, clap, pat, pat. You don't need visuals. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need a video. You can just say, here's the 2 actions. Clap, clap, pat, pat. And you're going to repeat that 4 times. The cool thing about doing this activity is that 16 bars is usually a song or part of a song. So we're teaching them that as a pattern. We're also teaching them to move and talk at the same time and keep on the beat. All those good things that we like our younger students to learn. So then for the game, we have the leaders up front and we call out the pattern. Team A is going to play the pattern 4 repetitions of 4. The other team, instead of just sitting there and maybe starting to get bored and do this stuff or all kinds of other things that could happen, I'll have them do something that's not a clap, pat, or snap. I might say, okay, when it's not your turn to perform or play your turn in the game, I want you to tap your head. So they'll go, or choose your thing to do, but do it 4 times. As long as they're nice about it. So that's what I do when I play the game, is I have the team 1 is doing what I want them to do. Team 2 or team B is going to do something fun. And then we do the body percussion, and I keep it real simple. For especially the younger ones, I'll probably do 2 of each action. So then I might go, okay, now we're going to clap and pat. Or we're going to clap and snap. And I would let them do it for a while. And by February, they should be able to do 4 in a row type pattern, or 2 and then switch, like 3 different things, like clap, clap, snap, stop by February. But if you're using this activity earlier in the year, then you want to just break it down so that it's super easy for them to feel like, yay, our team did it, we got a point, woohoo! And then they'll sit down, and then the second team will stand up, and then they'll do it, and the team A chooses some action to do. Each student can just choose their action, or like I said, you can predetermine you want them to do this type thing while the other team takes their turn. Then after we keep score, if everybody wins, then they all get to do a happy dance. And you could have some music ready to do a happy dance. Or the team that wins, you can use this for any game across grade levels. I let them do a victory circuit, and they can jog or dance around the circle in the classroom and then dance back to their spots, and we're ready to move on to the next activity. Another way to do this activity and focus on dynamics is with a scarf. So after we've sang the song and we've practiced those dynamics, we worked so hard in them, it's really fun to throw in a movement activity that supports the learning goal of loud and soft. So I would probably play the piano to this song, or I would use the recording and be able to turn it up and down very easily so the students can respond to the music without anyone talking. So at first, I would ask them the question, how do I make my scarf look quiet? How do I make my scarf look loud? So you'll get all different kinds of variations of that. Some might drop it on quiet, some might throw it on loud, whatever it is. After I explain how I want the students to move with their scarves and show me, I'm going to play some music, and I want them to respond to the music, showing me quiet and loud, or soft and loud. Everybody uses those 2 different words a little differently, so whichever way works for you. And so then we're going to have the students move, and then they have to listen to the music, and then they're going to respond. And this actually is my favorite way to switch things up in the music room after we've been really hyper-focused on learning a new action song. Thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. I hope you will subscribe. Let's keep kids moving and learning with music.
Sing, play, create.